Florida, game number 1 of the first round is in the books as Kentucky comes back from a 2-point deficit at halftime to win it 71-58 as our final score. And joining us here at our host position along with Barry Booker is the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, Billy Gillespie. And Coach, we heard you talk to Dave Baker going into the locker room about how you wanted to see some defensive improvement. Your assessment in the second half of how that went?
Well, it went much better than it did in the first half. They didn't score nearly as many points, and they missed some shots that they normally make, but I thought that we were a little bit more disruptive. Got a few turnovers and got most of the, didn't get up a whole lot of offensive rebounds, and that's the way we should be playing. They've got a really good team that's really hard to guard because they can drive you and they can really shoot it from the perimeter. Their big guys are so quick to beat you off the dribble, so it's a hard team to guard. I was very proud of the way we played defensively.
Tarico White had a big first half at 15 points. Looked like you guys really did a great job taking the ball out of his hands, doubling him on those screens, just making him give it up.
We did a little bit better, yeah. He's a very, very, very good player. I think he was freshman of the year, I believe, in our league, and he's the only guy, or he's on the all-freshman team, and only guy that out of all the freshmen that was on the first or second team all SEC. He's a tremendous player, and he does so much for their team because you have to give so much attention to him. It's hard to guard him with one guy.
And offensively, you guys get 4 in double figures. Of course, Jody Meeks with 25 points, a big game. You guys really look like you played well in the second half, especially offensively.
I thought we played okay offensively the entire game. We just missed too many shots close to the basket, or we would have had a little cushion at halftime. We still missed too many. Pat he played very well, but we got the ball to him, and he missed too many easy shots. I don't think he'll be missing those anymore. But I thought that we, for the most part, got the ball where we needed to over the course of the game.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Kentucky and LSU tomorrow. Let's go courtside and join in with Dave Baker. Buzz?
All right, Dave, appreciate it. Patrick Patterson, Jody Meeks here. Jody, they played the boxing one on you the last time. You got 15 of your 25 in the second half, 9 of 15 from the field. This is as good as this team's looked in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of executing down the stretch and taking smart shots. That was a big thing. Coach Gillespie told us, take good shots and just play, as hard as you can on defense. Everything will work out.
Coach talked to me coming off of the half about the fact you guys needed to play better defense. You had that run, got out in front of them, they came back and tightened it up at the half. How much was defense? I know it's stressed all the time, but how much was it stressed at this halftime?
It was definitely, key at halftime. He said, get some pass lanes, get some easy layups, and then, when my shots start falling. Don't worry about missing shots, just worry about playing defense. And, Patrick was a beast again, on the board. So we just follow his lead and just play hard.
Patrick, I think a couple days off did you well. You looked like your legs were fresher than they had been in a long time. 15 points, 14 boards.
Oh, yeah, man, I felt real good. These last couple of days, practice has been great. Coach has been a little bit somewhat easy on us, so preserving our legs. So coming out here tonight, man, legs felt great. Everybody was in good shape. Everybody prepared well enough for this game, and we were lucky enough to get the win.
When he's like that, it's as much a lift for you emotionally as it is physically, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, when he's in a great mood, when he's in a great coaching mood, and when he's happy, it makes things a lot easier. And tonight, we showed it tonight. We played great defense, rebounded well, and we had great teamwork on the offense end.
You really went about the task of setting the tone on the offensive boards. I know that's always an emphasis, but talk about your mindset coming in today.
The coaches have been telling me I haven't been rebounding well enough. I haven't helped out my teammates enough on the defensive and offensive end. So I want to come out here tonight. They killed us on the boards the first time we played them. So I want to come out here and make a statement. Me and Perry wanted to hit the boards offensively and defensively tonight, and I think tonight we did a pretty good job.
All right, Jody, one final question for you. LSU again. It was a great game at Rupp Arena. Jody Meeks versus Marcus Thornton, part due.
Yeah, it's not all about us. I think I'm just playing to come out playing hard, taking it one game at a time. This game's out the way, we got the win, and LSU's next. So just come out ready to play hard and ready to play as hard as we can to try to get the win.
All right, guys, appreciate it. Great game. Get some rest. Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, Jody. Patrick Patterson and Jody Meeks as the Cats move on for what should be a dandy in the first quarterfinal tomorrow, Dave, against LSU.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Pretty good basketball game to open up this SEC tournament. We'll come back, have more of our between game activity. Stay with us here on Raycom.